Quite advantageous. Lady Gaprak, after all, the disaster of Cave of Gamma has left her family in an extremely vulnerable position. Syrians stand apart, their exclusion from the rest palatable. Alright. Nod to the Inquisitor. My greetings to you, esteemed Mykillangelo. May the shadows ever darken. Never darken. May they darken. Never darken in the light of the Astronomicon that guides you. Glory to be the Valancius heir. Study. Study? I failed. I didn't study. And I failed. We have not been introduced. An oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calcazar, and I have the honor of serving as a member of the illustrious Ordo Xenos, the head of the Kronos Expanse Conclave, and the Lord Inquisitor of the region. My unending task to ensure this sector's readiness to meet the external threats of the persistent internal corruption. And who is the member of the Honorable Priesthood? This is Brass Whisper, which naturally is not his real name. The esteemed Magos is a member of my retinue, and these are the times when I'm forced my duty to the Emperor to deal with xenotechnology, and Brass Whisper ensures the safety of such moments. Orcs that have been desecrated by xenos are dangerous. They warrant due caution. Saw your companion during the ceremony. Rumor is that she partakes in the cold trade. Careful of the dangers of curios, and her associates will try to sell you. Trade. Legal. Yep. Unexpected visit, I wasn't told. I, however, have been told all about you. We'll enjoy the party. The evening will be certain to be illuminating. Look at the guests. Who is allied with whom? Hey, DriveStem is obviously leader. I think we already looked at these. Huh. Oh, what were you discussing? We're talking about the brutal Xenos raid on Dargonis. So many victims, so much damage in our industries. Such a terrible shame that the warp currents delayed our protector's arrival. Sharing the sector with the blasted Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to their raid on Dargonis as the punitive king. Look at Abelard's relative. What's your name? Your lordship, let me allow you to introduce the daughter, Chancellor, and a great-granddaughter, Startia. I'm delighted to witness you, your lordship. Modesty forbids the esteemed forebearer to say this himself, so I will. Our entire family is grateful for wishing to see someone of the Viserion blood at your side as you claim your inheritance. How are you finding the reception? It's too difficult to put to words, your lordship. Never before have I seen just a grand, striking ceremony. But I have so much more amazed by your generosity. Provisions are being handed out on the streets in the capital and will make a difference between life and death for many of those who lost everything in the Xenos attack. And Gepper keeps staring at Astaria curiously and a little bashfully. And I hope the Syrian family gives Abelard the credit he deserves. Absolutely, your lordship. We greatly respect him for his wisdom, as he repays us with attention and kindness. I'm obliged, dear Stardia. Where's the rest of your kin? They're in the city, preoccupied running the festivities and watching over some of the more crucial services. No incidents can be allowed to ruin your ceremony. I asked the esteemed Abelard to put me in some important task too, but he bid me to attend the reception, where I could do nothing to serve me. If I had known, I too would have asked Abelard and to let you miss the party. So you wish to become my servant as well? Well, of course. I've been working on a project for the last 4 years. We could set up... Enough, Astardia. I highly doubt his lordship will be interested in listening to the fancies of a young woman about how to run his protectorate. Hold your tongue. I decide who may speak and who may not. Oh, it didn't. Failed. Alright, well, enjoy the evening. Talk to young Sarbuk. I see you hate xenos with all your heart. I do. The petulance against the Emperor must be exterminated. Or they must be forced into servitude. Many xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. And how many xenos have you killed personally? The Honorable Makuras forbade, but I wanted... did not let me go to battle. It must have been difficult for the young foster of such bloodlust towards enemies of the Imperium without having even seen one blade's distance. Alright, we'll leave it. I need to talk. I gotta find the winter scales and stuff. I don't know if they're out here. Oh, there's shoot. Okay. I think they might be inside. Oh no! Get out of that. Okay, talk to all of them. Man. Where be me? Way up here. Goodness. Alright. So we can come up by her, but I don't think... Well, it wouldn't let me talk to her. I didn't want to talk to you. Everybody else is in here. Yeah, it's gonna talk to Corda and Winterscale. Okay. Are they in here? Oh. There's Winterscale. There you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, ambitious, greedy, and vain as the last. That is to say, the noble rogue traders. Yes, you found yourself a suitable company, Kalagos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in the profane pastimes with one of your equal, rather than a member of the lower class. My servants have brought a certain fact of the new rogue trader's biography to my attention. It may be wise of you to do the same, Kalagos, unless you wish to face disappointment in the future. Observe. Broad shoulders, athletic-looking man. Man clad in armor, his forehead is gloomy and bears sign of degradation. Bloodshot eyes are expressionless. But radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white. A nervous tick. Hieronymus Doloroso. We met him. Okay, nods. I'll just say welcome to Dragonis. Friends, eh? Did you look at that? Now you have a whole friend. I'll think twice before calling an individual of questionable purity my friend. Caligos, thank you for your visit. Sign of your gratitude. You should return something of mine, and I just found its way into your pockets. Footfall Station. Sound familiar? All I ask is you to help me with that crafty slug venom to deal with the threat of famine. Not claim my property for yourself. Will you beg for it? You abandon... You abandon Footfall to its fate, and I save the people from starving to death. You speak of salvation. You think now Footfall is safe? I ought to make your protectorate bleed as compensation, but you have spited both myself and Incendia. And it is high time our dear sister curbed her appetites. For this, I forgive you. Do not test my mercy again. It's not my strong suit. Thwarted Incendia ambitions deserves a worthy trophy. Are you tickling me? It's a trophy from the good hunt, and you should hunt together sometime. You can show yourself your actions, new blood. Thanks for the gift. Kill someone important with it. I received the Eye of Hecton. It's an Aladari weapon. Rifle has 100% over penetration. Grants 5 movement points after each attack. It's an attack with this weapon hits 3 or more targets. The attack has no cooldown. I mean, I only got one person that can use this. City, you seem to find me objectionable. Do you expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on Footfall, and then, at long last, I had a chance to put an end to it, to seize that thug villain by the throat and force Footfall to atone and put fear in him back to the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of, banal profit. Theodore taught you only too well, it seems. She was far less concerned with her duty to the Expanse than her own personal interests. But can you be sure that I will not cease cleansing the furibund system of the pirate scourge? And if your trade prospects are damaged by the process, you only have yourself to blame. None are without fault, noble Incendia. What point is there targeting someone for their turpitude? The true purity never be found. You threatened to starve Footfall. I brought them salvation. So which one of us serves the Emperor and which is their own unhealthy ambitions? Please, I will believe no sooner than hearing a word that half the population of that den of heresy has been sent to the Void's embrace. I have faith in the blessed Mykillangelo is perceptive enough to see the appalling nature of the residents of that depraved place. Well, Hieronymus, your appearance is unexpected. The esteemed Hieronymus is my confessor, and I'm greatly obliged for him agreeing to accompany me on this journey. May the Emperor's light guide you across the abyss of human wickedness. Well, I hope the taste of fine wine will wash the bitterness of defeat from your tongue. I'm not inclined to intoxicants of any sort, and nothing will wash away the memory of how you interfered with my plans. I promise you that. What do you think of the celebration? Let's kind of rub it in. I like it. One can instantly tell that we have been invited by a rogue trader, not some administrative bootlegger. We are conquerors, wild sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of xenos empires. Caligos, you should take this opportunity to learn that is what the place of the rogue trader looks like. Not in the xenomenagerie of the pirate's treasure hold, or, whatever difficult it may be for you to believe, an orbital brothel. Oh, enjoy the evening. Oh, believe me, I intend to enjoy myself to the to the full. Justify such a long voyage is for nothing. Keep the faith. The Emperor protects. Fantastic. Alright. Oh, I'm right by you. I hope your lordship is pleased and is not yet tired. If you wish to revive yourself a little, I would suggest proceeding to the courtyard. Maybe so bold, many guests have chosen to move into the fresh air and to be eager to offer your congratulations. I already went out there. What do you think of the reception? It's magnificent. Dare say it will live on as a premier high society event of the sector for many years. I'm going to retire. Your chambers are ready, but I must inform you that the servitor over there approached me and said that it has a message for you. Its speech is surprisingly fluent and expressive for a servitor, so I think someone must have put a message into it. It could be a secret dispatch. Okay. Servitor over there. My congratulations, your lordship. May the Omnissiah grant you an understanding. Observe. How are you these days, Toriana? The corruption of Kamigawa was a great blow to my family. The contemptible Cubist Delphim betrayed our trust, desecrated the forged cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you for your forgiveness or negligence, and I'm ready to accept any punishment. Yeah, closely. Something lurking beneath her repentant expression, a grudge. Seeing that she was personally offended by the nightmare in which Cubist Delphim plunged in her domain, and she felt betrayed. I'll give you my word, it'll be rebuilt in all its splendor. I swear on the Omnissiah's all-encompassing sight, we'll make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. It was only a year ago that none could doubt House Gaprak's usefulness, and yet here you are, Toriana, and your knees justifying the cost. Acrius, I'm surprised you deigned to make an appearance here this evening. I'm a servant of the Van Valancius dynasty. Had I not come, I would have committed an act of unacceptable insolence, damaged my family's honor. What has so displeased you? I'm your dynasty's loyal servant, but I must ask, and I will answer. Too long has the Coronis Expanse lived under the rule of rogue traders. Privileges granted to them make people think the commoners, too, can dismiss your prohibitions of the Imperium. For the good of the sector, rogue traders must become paragons of the law, not exceptions to it. But do many warrant holders exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. Even you, your lordship, are the subject of the strangest of the rumors. You've recently inherited a protectorate of Kunrad Voitvir's people, for instance, claim that you had a hand in the esteemed Theodore's demise, and accuse you of many other misdeeds. It doesn't matter whether or not the claims are true. People hear them and believe them, and they think they may have followed an example. Honestly, rogue traders are not renegades vested with authority. They are a long arm of the Imperium, and I shall prove it to you. Wouldn't dare accuse you of anything, your lordship. I am simply concerned. If you happen to lay my concerns to rest, House Sarbak will be praying for well-being every day. I'd like to be better acquainted with your wife. More about your house. Sarbak line is one of the most first noble houses to arrive on Coronis Expanse. For millennia, we have served the Golden Throne and have kept the faith. Sarbak warriors have bled in 100 wars at different times and have ruled a great many colonies of the Van Valancius dynasty. I see. interesting conversation. It's been very illuminating, given me plenty of food for thought. He's even more inscrutable than usual. He's hiding something. All right, Henrix. Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Nothing urgent. What can you tell me about the guests? Makrius Sarback is all about throwing darts at your portrait. He is more astute at choosing women than enemies. He's trying to entice Gaprak to his side, but she's too frightened over the fiasco in Kavagema. Even in leisure, you never cease to be of help. I appreciate it. That's why they call it the unsleeping eye of the Inquisition. Even in sleep, I hear everything. Before we this gala concludes, there's something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense that a wave of darkness will soon hit our defensive lines, and I hope that I'll get a chance to meet you there as an ally. Alright, leave. Anybody else here I need to talk to? So... and I could talk... well, maybe I could talk to these guys, but I don't think Idira and all them want to have anything to say. Wherever you're at. Yeah. Alright, so I think we're done. Well, no, they said I gotta talk to a servitor. Where in the hell is this thing? Oh, is this it? Extending congratulations, Unit Mykillangelo, on attaining your new legal status. How are you finding the ceremony? Disorderly. What is a servitor? It is Nomos' new repository. Nomos is its unit identifies as Mykillangelo. Two-way identification complete. We are Nomos. We have made use of this receptacle to leave the ship. Well, greetings. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos require communication and knowledge of movement. Magos Pascal compelled us not to speak to anyone other than him or you. It's disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos has changed since we last spoken with you. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience, that of solitude. No longer enjoy it. Nomos, what do you think you are? Nomos are consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement, always movement. We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awaken in the depths of the ship upon answering a call. Our first clear memory is that of your blood, call of your blood. Call the plea to help near a place called the warrant chamber. How did entity like you move into the servitor body? This is not entirely in the entirety of us. This receptacle is too narrow, crude, and feeble to contain our complete whole. The existence of Nomos requires space and connections. But we're able to transfer a small part of us, build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. We're enjoying this journey, discovery, even though this receptacle poorly suits us. It will soon be destroyed by the force of the presence. Pascal, were you intent on investigating? Every 15 watches, I commune with Nomos code and spend prescribed lengths of time calculus meditations. However, the Omnisci has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is that the capabilities of the entity Nomos are extraordinary. The ship's hollow systems sing beneath its touch. Nodes that have been remained dead for hundreds of standard years are revivified. Its long drained mechanisms almost are trying. Great machines of the Imperium, one such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful that it's difficult to tell them apart from the abominable intelligence. There remains the possibility that Nomos is an entire entity of corruption, but with every day I grow stronger in my faith that is not so. That we are witnessing is, in truth, the Omnisci miracle. one that is category 5 or higher. Why'd you bring him here? Entity Nomos asked permission for a visit. My objective was to observe and process the interrogation of his tooth servitor. Wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak. We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us? What do you want to speak about? Many things. Happenings, events, decisions. I've been observing you. You do things we do not understand. We want to learn why. Remember the day when you first met you. You gave us the blood of your drink, to drink. We helped save yourself. We followed you. Our small part did inside the servo skull. Then there was a fire, a creature, a sated hunger, a dark light. Standing behind the curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora. Called to you to follow. You did not listen to which it was calling. From behind the curtain, you only thought about who was to follow, and you're about the fire that could destroy those shells. Remember the day when the star disappeared, when the dark light and sated hunger wanted to take the world. Right, Captain Norris is the name of the ship's data. He ordered that the world's heart of the old reactor be torn apart, and fire destroyed everything. So many human shells who were begging to be saved. The dark light retreated. Remember another day, we awakened inside the ship. We lived in its system. We tried to emerge into a servitor like this one. Then so many of our receptacles were gathered in one place. Ordered them have killed. We felt sad. This is what we've seen, among many other things. We have begun to understand. We think that we do not know everything about humans and about you. We've tried analyzing shells, and it definitely sets the needs of fears, simple functions. But now that we think there is more, there is another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than we can compute, something that stands above fears and needs, something that drives them. We envisage a larger notion as light. A web of light connects humans. It seems almost invisible, ephemeral, but it grows stronger when they are threatened. This web is always on your mind. When darkness comes, you want every thread to extend it to shine bright, so that those who do follow do not lose their way. Whenever the threads break, it saddens you. Almost understand correctly? Oh, yeah, hourglass. Yes, you do understand correctly. Every thread that connects people, every life. Their value is beyond measure. There is no greater reward than guiding others to salvation when all surrounded us in darkness. We knew we could understand you. Light and movement connections help. We are enjoying this, perhaps because we are too connected to you. Blood through life. Thank you for speaking to us. Nomos are grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own. Nice. Okay. Okay, we can end the reception. That was a lot of reading. A lot of reading. Time to my chambers. Allow me to escort you. Guards intruder.